Welcome to Roman to Yoga. If you're new here, I'm Casey. Make your way to your yoga mat, get comfy, and slowly lower down. Take a full body stretch. Extend your legs long, extend your arms long. Turn your head to look left and right. Place your hands at heart center, and I invite you to focus on non-excess today. We'll come back to this often. Place your arms in the goalpost position. Place a bend in your knees. Step your knees to the wide edge of your mat. Lower your knees to the right. Take your gaze to the left. Lower your knees to the left and take your gaze to the right. Gently windshield wipe out your hips a couple of times. If you're newer to restorative yoga, the postures are held for a few minutes. So we'll take some movement in between the extended stillness. Just warming up your body. Now, if you're using yoga blocks today, grab them at this time. Place one block on the highest setting towards the top of your mat, and then place the other block on the medium setting, but vertically on your mat. Now, it may take you a moment when you lay down onto the blocks. The lower one should line up right under your breastbone, and the upper block to rest on your head. Now remember, this isn't a race. You can take a few moments to get comfy on your blocks. And once you're settled onto your blocks, gently press into all four corners of your feet. Lower your knees to the mat and let your arms gently rest along your sides. Close your eyes and focus your attention on the right here and the right now. Do you focus on moderation? Are the qualities that keep actions from being wasteful? Or do you live a life in excess? Not consumption, but compulsory consumption. Just some things to think about. Personally, I'll have a desire to want to purchase more and more yoga leggings. But for whatever reason, I can never have enough. So I'm always working on just being happy with what I have. After I set you up for the pose during this class and give you some things to think about, my voice is going to go away to allow you to really turn your thoughts inward and ask yourself the questions about non-excess. Because I can't answer these for you. Only you can. On your next breath, bring your hands down towards your thighs and gently guide them back together. Go slow. No need to rush. You've been here for a few minutes, so you don't need to just flail out of this posture. Push your hands into the earth and move your blocks aside. Lay down onto the mat. Flex your feet. Lift your arms up overhead. Clasp on to your elbows. And circle the arms around. Up and around. Over your head and down towards your chest. Circle the arms a couple of times in one direction. Circle your arms in the opposite direction. Notice if it feels differently in the stretch of your arms, in your underarms. Is one area tighter than another? Remember, you're not passing judgment, just collecting some information on you. Lower the hands down, place a bend in the knees, and take one yoga block and place it under your tailbone. If you want a little bit more, stack up a second block. But if it feels uncomfortable, don't do it. Extend your right leg long and keep a bend in your left knee. Notice how this opens up your hip. Lift your arms up overhead. Clasp them. Turn your head to look left and right a few times. And then come to the neutral position in your neck. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. As stated earlier, the classical definition is non-excess, but the present definition is focus, energy management. Are you focused in your life? Or do you have an excess of something which is weighing you down and it makes it hard for you to focus? Again, you're not passing judgment on yourself. Just some things you're thinking about today. On your next breath, drag your right foot next to your left and go slow. Extend your left leg long, flex your ankle, keep your eyes closed. Bring some space in between your toes. Create space between the top and bottom rows of teeth and soften the muscles in your face. The practice of yoga and the practice in your life requires the management of energy and its direction through consciousness, informed action, to where it is needed most and where it is most effective. Once again, do you have excess in your life where it makes it challenging to focus where your energy is most needed in order for you to have the most effective life? And on your next breath, extend both legs long. Feel the stretch in your hips. Come back to the words of non-excess. Place a bend in your knees. Remove the blocks if you're using them today. One block and then the other. No need to rush through this. It's not a race. Draw your knees into your chest and gently rock from left to right and massage out your low spine. Keep your eyes closed. Feel the massage in your low back. Breathe in and breathe out. Place your hands on your knees and find a brief moment of stillness. Slowly lower your feet down and make your way to hands and knees. No need to rush. Press your big toes together. Place your knees at the wide edge of your mat. Set your hips onto your heels and walk your hands forward. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth in child's pose. You know that you're going to be here for a few minutes. The energy in your life, it's a precious resource. And because you don't have an unlimited quantity, you must spend your energy efficiently and wisely. It can be so easy to be pulled in so many directions. But are you pulling yourself forward in the direction that you want to go? Something to think about. Drag your hands down towards your underarms, press into the floor beneath you, and lift up slowly. Sit onto your bum. Place your feet in front of you. Step your feet to the wide edge of the mat. Lower your knees to the right, and then lower your knees to the left. Take a seated windshield wipe, gently bringing a little bit of space in your hips. And smile to yourself softly, knowing that you made time for you. If you're near a wall today, I invite you to scoot up to it. But if you don't have a wall handy, you can just sit on your mat and mimic this pose. You don't have to have a wall. It just intensifies the posture. So scoot your bum up against the wall, and it can take a few moments to scoot it. Just whatever feels comfortable. And then press the backs of your legs into the wall. Flex your heels. Place your hands at heart center. Close your eyes. And think about non-excess. All of the activities in your life, which include your physical activities, mental and spiritual, cost some of your energy. Focus and moderation are the qualities that keep actions from being wasteful in your life. If your mind has begun to wander outside of this space, I invite you to bring it back to the right here and the right now. Consider non-excess in your thoughts, in your words, and in your actions. How and where do you spend your energy? What are the results of your choices? Are you living the life that you want to be living? Things to think about. Place a bend in your knees. Take a moment. One more time. Lower your knees to one side, and I invite you to take a comfortable seated position. Draw your hands to heart center, and always commend yourself for making time for you. Let me know what kind of yoga video you'd like to see, because I would love to make a video just for you. Have a great day.